Dumelang guys, welcome back to another video. If you are a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate you, and if you are new to this channel, I really hope that you enjoy this video. And by the end of this video, if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you do decide to subscribe down below. So guys, as you can see by the title of this video, we are doing another questions and answers video. And this video was actually prompted by one of you guys, one of my subscribers. So a big shout out to you, Michael. I really do appreciate you for sending me these questions. So he sent me a list of 15 questions, which I then emailed the answers back to him. But I thought, there may be other people who have similar questions. You guys are watching and may have these questions. I thought, let me just share the questions and the answers with you guys. His questions, some of them were about if you were going to teach at a Hogwan instead of EPIK. I did also forward this list of questions to a friend of mine, Kristen, who also just came to South Korea. She came through Hogwan, I came through EPIK. So I will be answering these questions from the EPIK perspective. She will be answering the questions from a Hagwon perspective. So I will leave her link to her video down below. So yeah guys, let's get into the video. The first question he asked is visa application. How long did your visa take to be ready? My visa took 10 days. So before COVID, a visa application can take 3 to 5 working days. But because of COVID, things are delayed. So the turnaround time they gave me was 14 working days. It was done in 10, so which is great. So I went to the Korean embassy in Pretoria. I will do a video on the visa application process, everything you need to note on that. So I'm not going to cover that right now. But yes, it took 10 days. I went to the Korean embassy. They accept a visa application at certain times in the morning, which is 8 a.m. to 11:30. If you go anytime after that, you are in the collection time. So that's when you collect your visa. You won't be able to submit. Doesn't matter what story you tell them, you won't be able to submit. But yeah, I do have that video. I will post it soon when it comes to you guys applying for a visa. At the moment, you guys are still in the application phase. So I'm just going to talk everything applications for now, if that's okay. Next question is health check x-ray test. How much is it to get tested, and do you get the results same day? So it cost me 700 Rand to do my x-ray test. I went to Mediclinic in I went to Mediclinic in Morningside because it was close to work. So remember, during this whole process, there's a lot of things that you need to do, and these offices are only open during the week, so you can't go weekend to get these things done. So I went during my lunch hour, quickly went to Morningside to get this test done. As for the result, I did get the results same time. So I went in, got the test, and then 30 minutes, I had to wait 30 minutes and the result was ready. Next question. Korean documents to South Korea. How long did your documents take to get to South Korea? So I couriered my documents through Postnet, so DHL. They gave me a turnaround time of 7 to 10 working days. At the time, guys, COVID regulations were very tight then. So maybe now when you guys apply, things may go quicker, but that's a turnaround time that they gave me. And it was delivered to my agency in that time. Next, contract. How long did the Hogwan take to send you the contract after the interview? And how long do they expect you to send it back? So I applied with EPIK. I had my interview, my last interview, my third interview on the 20th of October. I got the result that I passed my interview 3 days later. I was then sent my communication that I had been placed on the 26th of December. And I only received my contract in January. Only in January I got the physical contract. And when I got that contract, I didn't need to sign it and send it to them. So with EPIK, you sign your contract during orientation. So they sent me the contract for me to sign because when you apply for a visa, you need to submit your contract. And also, if you've been placed, you want to see it in black and white. So they send you your contract. Question 5, interview. How long was the interview? And did they ask for you to give a short lesson during the interview? My EPIK interview was 30 minutes long, and I did need to do a demo lesson. They said 5 minutes long, and the topic the interviewer gave me was teaching the children about the weather. If you check out my interview video, I do talk about the questions that I was asked, how the interview went, what I did in my 5-minute demo. So check out the interview video. Question 6, packing. Should one pack all their clothes, or chances are that their fashion sense will change and it's not important to bring all your clothes? So Michael is correct on this point, and that's experience that I've had. I'm so glad many YouTubers did put videos say don't pack all of your clothes, and I'm glad I listened, because I have a lot of clothes and I have a lot of shoes. I have a thing for shoes, but I'm glad that I didn't pack everything. When I saw those videos, I decided that what I'm going to pack are just staple pieces that would help build an outfit. So things like your jeans, coats, because I was coming in winter, so I needed to make sure that I had coats and I had vests and socks, warm things, because I knew winter is cold. So also check, when are you coming? Are you coming during summer? Or are you coming during winter? If you're coming during winter, it's best to mostly pack winter things to get you by instead of a whole lot of summer things. That's what I did. If you're coming during summertime, pack mostly that and less of the other things, but also pack other seasons, the staple things that would build up an outfit. But yes, when you do get here, you'll find that people dress a little bit differently here compared to South Africa. Another thing that I picked up is I used to work for a bank, so I used to dress formal to work in South Africa. But here in South Korea, I find that the teachers are more semi-casual and even some really casual. So I found that I don't need to dress as formally anymore. So I'm glad I didn't pack all of my formal clothes. So yeah, that's that. Shoe-wise, I'm so glad that I left my shoes behind, most of them. I only packed my All-Stars, Takis. I have slops that I really, 2 pairs of slops that I like, boots, and then slippers. That's all I brought with me, and I'm glad I did, because initially I had like a pair of heels. I'm glad I left those behind, because right now I don't see a use for them. They would have just gathered up dust. And also when you get to your school, wherever you teach, you find that you take off your outdoor shoes. So the shoes that you came to school with, you leave them in the cupboard and you put on your indoor shoes. I bought Crocs for myself that have Minnie Mouse pictures on it. So I wear those when I'm at school. So yeah. Question 7, power cords. I've been told to buy new ones for my gadgets because South Korea uses different power cords. That is correct. So in South Africa, we have the 3-pin plugs and the 3-pin sockets. Here in South Korea, you're going to find 2-pin sockets, not 3, 2. So if your laptop is a 3-pin, then you're going to need to buy that universal adapter that would allow you to then plug your 3-pin into that adapter, and then the adapter into the 2 pins that they've got here in South Korea. I only bought one universal adapter because all my gadgets are 2-pin. My laptop is a 2-pin, straightener's 2-pin. So I didn't have to buy a lot of adapters because I don't have any 3 pins actually. But I just had one just in case I needed it. But everywhere I go in South Korea, at school, during quarantine, the offices, or even if I'm out, they have a 2-pin. Question 8 says, settlement allowance. Just like EPIK, do Hogwons provide settlement allowance as well? On the EPIK side, yes, we get it. Question 9, apartment. Did you have to pay the maintenance fee when you arrived? When I arrived, I didn't have to pay maintenance or utilities fee, which I'm so glad for. I didn't have to put any deposits or things like that. Thank you, Lord. But this is not the same for everybody. I've watched some YouTube videos where other people had a different experience, where they were expected to pay some sort of fee or deposits or things when they arrive. So for that reason, guys, please do bring your own money. Be prepared for expenses that you may have not anticipated. So my agency told me to bring 20,000 Rand for my first month here before I get paid. And I'm glad I listened, because one, it is now, today is the 3rd of April. I haven't been paid yet. So I haven't been paid for March yet because I don't have a Korean account yet. So in order to open up a bank account here, you need to have your alien registration card. And I only just had my appointment the other day. So my account, it's not ready yet. So I can't open up an account. So it means that I'm going to go through the month of April without being paid either, which is why I'm saying I'm glad I brought the 20,000 Rand as per the advice of my recruiter, because had I not, I would have been in trouble. So guys, please make sure that you bring more than enough money. If you don't use it, great. But if you need it and you don't have it, you're stuck. Unless you're going to ask back home for them to send you money. But I didn't want to worry any of my friends and family with that. I didn't want to have to ask. I wanted to make sure that I sort myself out, that I'm okay. Question 10, flight reimbursement. So here Michael asked, do we get it with the first month's salary or when? Guys, this is another thing that's not certain. Please do not come here thinking, I'm not going to bring a lot of money with me because I'm going to get my flight reimbursed. It doesn't always get paid within your first month's salary or second. It can take 2 to 3 months. During our orientation, our coordinator for EPIK told us 2 to 3 months is when these payments get made. So please bring your own money. I don't want you guys to be stuck. Bring the amount of money that you're going to need, more than enough in case some unexpected things happen. Next question, question 11, tax. As a South African, do you pay tax? In the case of living and working in South Korea, a residency certificate can exempt you from paying tax here in South Korea. Tax exemption is only for 2 years, your first 2 years while you're here. Unfortunately, the benefit is only applicable to those who teach at public schools and not private. So if you are employed by the Korean government, then you can be exempt because it's a public school. To apply for your tax exemption, you would need to go to SARS and get the tax exemption letter or certificate to be sent to you. Question 12, dress code. What's the dress code like at work? So the dress code here at my school is semi-casual. Some people are semi-casual, others are casual. So I like to go, for me, I go with the semi-casual. So it's semi-casual. It's not formal at all, to be honest. And it makes sense. Guys, you're working with children. Most of the time, you will be jumping around and you're moving around a lot. So you got to be comfortable. So I get why it's casual / semi-casual, if you would like. Question 13. South African community. How do South Africans find each other in South Korea? And do y'all ever hang out together? So there's Facebook groups, there's Kakao Talk groups. Kakao Talk is like WhatsApp. So people create groups. Now the Kakao Talk, I got in those groups during quarantine and orientation. So during quarantine, there were times when we needed to get our COVID test, and that's when we all got together on one bus. So we got talking about, oh, there's a group, please add me, and I got added on those groups. At orientation as well, it's a place where you get to mingle and network with people. So that's also another place where we shared groups. There is a Facebook group that I was a part of before I came here. It is South Africans in South Korea. Please do join that group. You can make friends on there. There's a community on there. If you have any questions about your life in Korea or about coming here, any questions that you've got, you can always just post it on there. If you want to know, where can I get my hair done? Where can I buy natural hair products, or whatever it is, there's groups on there for that. And people will answer you, which is amazing. Another thing, I found another way that I've actually made friends is on YouTube. Some of the people that are in South Korea and started their journey, they're posting videos as well. So I would go and I would interact on their content, interact with my content. And also on Instagram, make plans with those people or make plans on the groups to actually get together. I hope that answers your question. Question 14, presence. Is it necessary to get your employer and co-teachers' presence? So during orientation, they told us that we should, when we get paid, the first payment that we get, our first salary, we should get something for our co-teacher or teachers at our school. As for, is it necessary? In my situation, in my experience, I believe that it is. And I'm saying that because I've had such a welcoming and friendly experience with the teachers at my school, with my co-teacher. They've been really amazing. They've helped me every step of the way with getting integrated in South Korea, getting settled, getting things that I need, showing me where this and this is, how to do this, how to do that. So they've been amazing. And especially with the co-teacher. As you know, South Koreans are hard workers. They have a lot of work on their plate and they are very busy. Now, having to take care of me, it's extra work for them to take care of me and to make sure that I have this and this and this done, or for them to answer my many questions that don't end. It's extra work for them. And it's not like they're getting pay for this extra time that they spend with taking us to our ARC meetings, or to go open up a bank account, or to show me around the school, to show me around my community where things are, to help me get a bus card. They don't need to do all those things, but they are doing it. And it is extra work for them. And it's not something that they may have voluntarily said, I'll do it. They got assigned to it. Somebody has to do it. But not everybody, not all the co-teachers will be so detailed in helping you and just so forthcoming. And like, not all of them got out of their way. My co-teacher has really gone out of her way with everything that she's done for me. So I think and I believe that it is necessary that I get something to just show her a token of my appreciation, as well as get something for all the teachers. Even if it's like macaroons or some sort of pastry, is what I'm going to get. I haven't been paid yet, but when I do, I will just let you guys know what I did, how I did it. 15. He said, is there any other advice? With this Q&A and the other Q&A that I've done, and any other Q&As that I will be doing for you guys, I believe I've given you all the advice as I went along. But yeah, those are the questions for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. Thank you so much, Michael, for sending these through to me. If you guys have any other questions or would like a certain video to be posted by me or to be recorded or whatever, please do comment down below. I would be more than happy to put that together for you guys. Wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, I'm really wishing you a great day further and have a lovely week. Bye. I will see you in the next video.